All right, everyone, welcome to this daily Sidereal Astrology forecast. So today we've got a grand trine taking place between the moon, who is in Taurus, the sun in Capricorn, and Jupiter going retrograde in Virgo. So all of the fellow earth signs. I feel like today is certainly going to be very grounded, especially with the emotional body. In Taurus, maybe taking things nice and slow, or wanting to take things nice and slow. You know, to stop and smell the roses, enjoy the simple life. And that's all very much linking up with what has been this lunar cycle with the sun in Capricorn, helping us see the bigger picture, right? Have structure in our life. Maybe approach things with a bit of reserve and discipline and patience. So in terms of how we're expressing ourselves, that outward self definitely very much linking up with the inner emotional body, which also wants to stay nice and rooted and secure there. Now, Jupiter going retrograde does symbolize that now for about the next 4.5 months, we are going to be both personally and collectively going through this re-examination. And it's going to be a re-examination about Jupiterian things, so our belief systems, about our worldview, perhaps even to the inspirations that you've had since 2016 in your personal life. What have you felt inspired to do? What have you felt, that sort of pull to expand in your life? That's, if there's anything in particular or just generally, that's also going through a reflection. All right, so we'll talk about all that in more detail when we return. All right, so there it is, the moon in Taurus. Definitely a great day for stopping to smell the roses. All right, taking it easy, enjoying the simple life, and again, gratitude. Being aware of what we have in our life can be a great way of working with this, helping us feel nice and emotionally rooted and stable in Earth. Now, the sun in Capricorn, yes, this reminder that as we approach, in fact, the rest of this week, we are going to be approaching a lunar eclipse on Friday. All right, and that's going to be a high point with a lot of this Capricorn energy. It's going to be in Leo, and it's going to be involving the life path and these shifts and changes. But in terms of Capricorn, as the week unfolds, we are building more and more of this patience, discipline, reserve, grounded, big picture perspective. And that's all being integrated both, again, collectively and personally there. All right, and that's also in terms of how we're focused on things, probably in that reserved way, and maybe even expressing ourselves in that fashion as well. All right, so those are the two Earth signs from that side of it. Jupiter is going retrograde in Virgo. So this sort of re-examination now of our belief systems, right? Everything Jupiterian is now being reconsidered for the next 4.5 months. So this might be your personal beliefs, what is possible in your life. Maybe there's been some inspiration since 2016 that you've had about where you want to expand in your life, where you feel a bit inspired. And now it's a time to maybe rework some of these things, or if it's been just generally. Right, maybe a good time to start to reconsider some of this. So that's the side of it in terms of our own personal hopes and wishes and things like this. But also too, most fundamentally with Jupiter is just generally our beliefs, right? Our worldview, our view of what life is about, and maybe now re-examining very philosophical questions or just feeling it more internally, like what is the purpose of life? What is the meaning of life? And then about ourselves personally, what is our own unique purpose within the greater purpose of life, right? What is our life path? What is our destiny? And sort of reconsidering these things. So it does make it an excellent time with Jupiter retrograde to go within for answers. Jupiter is the wisdom. It is that inner guidance. If you look at it traditionally, Jupiter rules both Sagittarius, which is wisdom of fire, that type of wisdom of philosophy, of outlook, but also of Pisces too, of inner guidance, of intuition. Right? So going within for the answers, I think, is excellent. And I think we're going to notice the shift anyways. I think it's going to happen naturally. And over the next 4.5 months, just sort of reworking, rethinking these belief systems about the world, but also about life, the life path, and in our own personal life, maybe those inspirations that we've had through 2016. And it is just great to rework. The Virgo side to this is that over about the past 6 months, Jupiter specifically in Virgo has been helping us really work on the details of these possibilities, really work on the details of our belief systems and what's possible. So now with the retrograde through here, it's about reworking, right? Re-examining, reanalyzing, restructuring these possibilities and potentials. So Virgo loves to do that. You know, Virgo's all about going into the details, the nitty-gritty, and finding solutions to problems and things like that. So with that perspective of going within to maybe not only gain answers, but see where can things be reworked in your life, restructured, so you can cultivate these possibilities and potentials, I think is an excellent way of working with this. And then once Jupiter does go direct, all of this stuff we've learned and all of this stuff we've reworked or reconsidered does move forward after that. All right, so that is certainly the day in a nutshell, and it's going to take time, of course, for Jupiter to continue the retrograde, but there's definitely this pause, this sort of step back perhaps today of now starting to re-examine and reconsider some of these bigger picture things in our life. All right, so here are the lunar aspects. The sun will be trining up to the moon again, trining up to Jupiter in this grand trine. Good supportive energy with the earth signs, maybe particularly with the moon trining Jupiter. A bit of inspiration in general. You know, sometimes with this we can feel a bit inspired, a bit hopeful about the future and all this big picture stuff, even though there's a bit of this reconsideration taking place. On a minor note, the moon will be sextiling up to Uranus, so we could be feeling perhaps a bit free or wanting to mix things up today, maybe quite innovative and progressive on a minor note. And the moon opposing up to Saturn is also what I feel like is a re-examination of our structures. Not only the possibilities and potentials, but now this re-examination, in a sense, or the status check of the structures in our life. What have we been building, right? And hopefully it's been based on meaning, because that's what Saturn and Ophiuchus has been helping us do. You know, build things in life that is based on truth, based on meaning, and connecting to that as well. All right, but the strongest energy today is certainly Jupiter retrograde, this reconsideration of what's possible, of our belief systems, about generally our worldview, and going within for the answers, and perhaps reconsidering some of that stuff as well. The sun in Capricorn, a reminder that this whole lunar cycle is about the patient, steady, slow approach to those big picture goals, or just generally to build structure again in our life, and that can be a great source of energy still today. And the moon in Taurus, gratitude, connecting to earth, being grateful for what we have, and stopping to smell the roses. All right, so I hope you guys have an awesome day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow.